Skills you think are basic, but 95% of people fail. Let's begin. Number 9. Parallel parking on the first try. Almost everyone hates this moment. You spot the space, your heart speeds up. You think it's about skill. It's not. It's about panic control. When you rush, your spatial reasoning shuts down. You guess. You turn too early. You climb the curb. Parallel parking is just a geometry problem. The car doesn't change. The curb doesn't move. Only your timing does. People who get it right don't have better eyes. They have process. They wait until their back wheel clears the bumper. Then they lock the wheel. One motion, no guessing. The truth? You don't fail because the space is small. You fail because stress makes you drive like a stranger in your own car. Calmness is the real steering wheel. Number 8. Remembering names on first meeting. It happens in a flash. Handshake, smile, name. 3 seconds later, it's gone. Your brain didn't fail. It just never caught the name. Meeting someone new is like juggling glass. Eye contact, body language, thinking of what to say next. The name is always the first thing you drop. Here's the science. A study from the University of York found we actually recognize names better than faces. But the problem isn't storage, it's retrieval. Faces are recognition memory, they just click. Names are recall memory. You have to pull them out of thin air. If someone says, "I'm an architect who climbs mountains," your brain has hooks. But Michael? That's a blank USB stick. The usual advice? Repeat the name right away. It backfires. Your brain cannot speak and encode memory at the same time. You need 4 silent seconds for a name to stick. But most people fill that silence with noise. The truth, remembering names isn't a memory trick. It's an attention problem. You didn't forget. You just never paid attention. Number 7. Fast mental math. Everyone thinks mental math is elementary. You add, you subtract. How hard could it be? Then someone asks, 17 times 8? And your brain stalls like an old laptop. Most people calculate the long way. They drag numbers step by step. That's slow and fragile. Fast mental math works differently. It breaks numbers apart, rounds them, rebuilds them clean. Good calculators don't think harder. They think simpler. But we stop training this skill. Phones do it for us. Registers do it for us, so the muscle shrinks. That's why it feels basic, and why most people freeze. Number 6. Estimating time accurately. Most people don't estimate time. They hope. This'll take 10 minutes. It takes 30. Every time. Your brain sees tasks like a blurry horizon. Far away, everything looks flat. No hills, no traffic, no red lights. So you count only the happy path, start to finish, nothing in between. Accurate estimators see time like a row of dominoes. One delay tips the next. Email, decision, waiting, switching gears. Modern life makes it worse. Notifications slice attention into crumbs. Each slice adds seconds. Seconds stack into hours. People who estimate well don't move faster. They zoom in. They picture friction. They add buffers like shock absorbers. Here's the truth. Time estimation isn't optimism or pessimism. It's visualizing reality in advance. Number 5. Giving clear directions. Someone asks you for directions to a nearby store. You nod. Yeah, I know this place. Then you start talking, and halfway through, even you are lost. Your brain knows the location. It just can't turn the path into words. Inside your head is a bird's eye map. High above, clean. Researchers call this survey knowledge. But the other person doesn't need a map. They need steps. Turn here. Stop there. That's root knowledge. Most people have the map. Almost no one has the instructions. And GPS made it worse. Your phone does the thinking. Your sense of direction goes quiet. Clarity fades. Clarity fades. That's not even the main problem. You explain from your perspective. Next to that weird building. The place I always go. They smile, they nod. Then they open Google Maps the second you walk away. People who give clear directions do one simple thing differently. They slow down. They switch viewpoints. They replace private landmarks with public ones. Here's the truth. Giving directions isn't about knowing the city. It's about organizing information for someone else. That's why it sounds basic, but most people still get it wrong. Number 4, neat handwriting. Most people think this is an elementary skill. Just grab a pen and write, right? Not really. Neat handwriting requires coordination between the brain, the eyes, and fine motor control. Something most people no longer maintain. In the age of typing, your brain moves faster than your hand. Your thoughts race ahead. Your hand can't keep up. The result is rushed, sloppy writing. Handwriting also reflects focus. Lose patience, your letters tilt, feel stressed, your lines break. People with good handwriting don't have natural talent. They simply move slower than others by a few seconds, just enough to control every stroke. Here's the truth. Neat handwriting isn't an aesthetic skill. It's a sign of discipline, pacing, and control over small movements. That's why 95% of people think it's basic, but almost no one does it well anymore. Number 3, folding clothes fast. Think folding a shirt is basic? Look at your closet. Most people fight with fabric. Sleeves everywhere, edges don't line up. The pile collapses like a bad Jenga tower. That mess ruins your morning. You can't find a shirt. You change twice. Now you're late. Folding isn't about speed. It's about structure. It's Tetris for your life. That's why the square fold blew up on TikTok. One motion, straight lines, 3 seconds per shirt. Do the math. 10 shirts a week, 5 minutes each. That's almost an hour gone. The fix gives it back, 30 minutes saved. Enough time for the gym, or the side hustle, or just not starting the day stressed. Number 2, ending a conversation naturally. Most people don't end conversations, they escape them. Awkward pauses, fake phone checks. That's crazy, bro. And silence. The problem isn't rudeness, it's timing. People wait too long. They drain the topic dry. Then there's nowhere to land. Natural endings happen earlier than you think, right after a peak, a laugh, a clear conclusion. Good closers summarize and release. Glad we talked. I'll let you get back. We'll catch up soon. Short, clean, no excuses. Number 1, asking for help without feeling awkward. Most people avoid asking for help because it feels weak, like admitting failure out loud. But that's a false alarm in your head. People respect clarity more than silence. The real problem is overthinking. Too many apologies, too much explaining, trying to justify the ask. Good help askers do the opposite. They're direct. They're specific. They respect time. Asking for help is like using GPS when you're lost. You pause for a moment and save an hour of wrong turns. In conclusion, everyone thinks these skills are obvious. Which one surprised you the most? Or which one do you still mess up? If this made you rethink something you do every day, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. See you in the next video.